It's me, Renee. I'm back for a semi weird video. Not weird, semi different video. So, as you can see already, this is my wrap up, not of the books, but of the other things that I did this month. So, instead of talking about the books I read this month, I'm going to talk about TV series and some movies that I've seen this month. And yeah, talk about if I like them or not. And yeah, so I'm going to start on the high points. So I finally saw Hamilton. Hamilton. So I got Disney Plus in the fall for the purpose, or more or less the purpose, of seeing Hamilton. Hamilton. Did I see it before last week? Well, 2 3 weeks ago. No, I don't really have an excuse. Time just kind of flew by. Right. But yeah, Hamilton. It was a great experience. I loved it. So good. And kind of side note, but kind of interesting. Like I think in at least one, I think maybe in two of the scenes from King George, I saw his spit kind of falling down. So I'm not sure if that's kind of something that props to him, like he's so talented or he's so into the performance that he begins to spit or sweat. I think it seems to be like spit, or if it's kind of Disney Plus kind of, well, Hamilton people wanted to show off his bad way. I don't know. I suppose it's probably just random. It's probably just coincidence. Probably doesn't really matter anyway. But yeah, Hamilton. Yeah, I loved seeing it all unfold, and it was so fun. It was kind of weird to look at a screen and seeing like a stage, because I mean it is a filming of the stage play or stage musical Hamilton. So you see like how you see sometimes how they move the chairs and uh they move the tables and everything off and and off and on the stage, and it's yeah, I just really enjoyed it. Very good. I probably would have loved seeing it on stage, like live. Sadly, that didn't happen. But Hamilton is a modern classic, so I suppose never say never. I might see it in the future live. But as of now, I've only seen it on the screen, and yeah, loved it so much, so much. I really want to kind of check out more and like check out like I want to read some Hamilton biographies and stuff. And like, yeah, I want to learn more about these people because yeah, it's interesting. I think maybe I had an idea that most of the musical was like around the revolution, but that was actually like the first part, and then the last part was like about Hamilton, like after the US was like free and liberated and stuff. So I suppose yeah, it's quite perfect name Hamilton because it's about his life, both his early and late life, and yeah, I very much enjoyed it. Great video, well video, great scenery, great great story. Let's say that. So yeah, Hamilton is just as great as people say it is. It's so good. Definitely recommend watching it. So if you have Disney Plus, if a friend has Disney Plus, check it out. Definitely worth it. Very good. Yeah, and then I'm gonna move on to something that sadly disappointed me. So yeah, as I said, I'm gonna talk about the good and the bad from this month. That's not books. And yeah, so kind of want to rewind a bit. So last year, not really, not many movies went to cinemas or theaters because pandemic, the world, or have it kind of turn out like it wasn't safe. Still, kind of isn't. Well, depending on where you are. And actually, one of the only movies that actually got a premiere last year, even though it was shortened, like the premiere, um, it was shortened the viewing time in cinemas was Onward, Pixar. And yeah, I myself have I was really looking forward to it. I love Pixar movies. Yes, I'm an adult, but I still love very many of them. I think the only one I don't really like is Dinosaur. The only other ones I love or I enjoy. And yeah, sadly. So like one day I thought like, you know what? I want to see Onward. I have Disney Plus now. I should use it. So I logged on to Disney Plus, clicked on Onward, and prepared to be amazed. Sadly, I was disappointed. I was let down. I was just, I don't know. I, and I can't really put my finger on why I didn't like it. I mean, I've seen the trailer and I heard it has good reviews, and I can't really say it was any of the characters I didn't like. Or if the plot was something I didn't like. No, I didn't like the plot. And I think like visually it was cool. I think I think the kind of problem was that it wasn't anything I didn't like. I just didn't love anything of it. Now you might ask, like, why didn't you love, or why weren't you blown away by it? I don't know. But yeah, usually Pixar blows me away. Usually it's just, oh my god, so good. And yeah, Onward. Honestly, I end up fast forwarding a lot of it because I know when you're at home, when you're watching a movie on your DVD player or like online, if you can fast forward, why would you not? I mean, why would you sit for scenes that bore you? I don't do that anyway. I suppose might be different on who you are, but myself personally, if I don't like something, I fast forward to it. Fast forward it. That's how I do it. And yeah, and Onward, I think I'll end up like fast forwarding it through maybe half of it. So yeah, definitely something I did not like, sadly. Let's move on to the next good experience, media experience I have in this month, and that is WandaVision. Though I suppose this one I would say like it's kind of half and half. I enjoy it. Like I'm watching every week. Still haven't seen this week's, but I'm gonna plan to do it like soon after this, after film it. After I finish filming. But yeah, WandaVision. Like the first two episodes, I suppose the first one I enjoyed slightly, but it was kind of the jokes fell flat, and I suppose I haven't really seen that many of like the TV series that were the kind of they were like alluding to. I haven't really seen Bewitched. I haven't seen I Love Lucy. I haven't seen those TV series. I haven't seen a Dick Van Dyke Show. So I suppose yeah, I enjoyed WandaVision, but I didn't love it. I think that might be because I didn't really have a reference. I couldn't really understand what was like referenced and talked about. So it kind of fell flat for me in some ways. Though I still enjoyed it. I still liked it. And also like episode 3, I'm like, poor Wanda being like pregnant and just being so much pregnant in one day. That's just poor you. I do really enjoy the commercials. Quite fun that they have commercials in like TV series, like on streaming. That's not really that's something that's well commercials that are part of this show in a way. I really like that. That's yeah. I think that's kind of fun and interesting. And yeah, like I really like the whole WandaVision idea of it. I really love it, and it's so yeah. Also like this week when it's kind of when the born, spoiler alert, the babies are born, and when you know pretty sure there seems like we're supposed to get lots more answers this week, so that's very fun. So yeah, I like until now we have lots of questions, haven't really gotten many answers. Now we get more answers, and yeah, I really enjoy that. So that's very interesting. And yeah, so that's something I've been enjoying every week this January. Well, every week after it premiered, the 11th year. So yeah, I saw it the first one then, and yeah, I liked it. Second one, I really enjoyed, and the third one, yeah, I think honestly, I think the third one was my favorite so far. But yeah, I'm intrigued and very interested to see more, to see what's up for this episode and next. So excited! I really like the concept, and I like where it's going. So yeah. Then up next, because guys, I suppose you might have guessed, I kind of want to balance it out. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is Winx or Fate a Winx Saga. So on Netflix that came out like last week. Yeah, last week. So I suppose of me, I suppose no, you don't need to know that, but I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so Winx, well, Fate the Winx Saga. It's based off a comic. It's actually an Italian comic. Came out or was first airing in the 2000 in the year 2000. I was like in the year 2000. That sounds weird. In 2000, it was airing, and so I think I saw episode season 1 and 2 when it was airing, like the first season. Well, yeah, when it wasn't rerunning. Uh, and but the thing is, when it was like the first, second, second, bleh. When the first and second season were airing, well, when the first season was airing, I was 12. When the second season was airing, I was 13. So I remember like enjoying the first season, and then I remember like I think I kind of very quickly kind of turned off. I didn't follow it for a long time. And like now, like when I heard last year that it was becoming a live action, I thought interesting, could be fun. Also, yeah, actually kind of felt like a nostalgia, so I kind of decided to rewatch some of the Winx because a lot of it is on Netflix, has been for a few years now. I decided to rewatch. I think I ended up rewatching like 8 to 10 episodes. I think last year, maybe 2 years ago. Honestly, for me, it didn't really hold up. It was kind of felt childish and like felt very much like in that way in that for that time. But yeah, didn't really feel like there's something that I really could enjoy very much now. But like it was fun for its memories, I suppose. But yeah, I was kind of curious to see how it was. Like I was thinking like, okay, this live action TV series might be cool. So I sat down last week. I saw one episode on one day, and next episode I thought like, okay, I'm just gonna watch a lot of them. Uh, I'll just spoiler. I'll just tell you this, give you kind of a hint of what I thought. I end up fast forwarding it, maybe half of it, because yeah, honestly, a lot of it was tedious and boring. Sorry, that's redundant. It was boring in my eyes. I didn't really felt like the characters weren't really fleshed out, I suppose, as a lot of people say. And also, like, I felt it was kind of weird. Like, I felt like in one way, it kind of felt like very cliche filled and very kind of, in a way, I felt like in one way it's so cliche filled, and it was predictable, and it was yeah, kind of like it was talking down to the viewer in a way. And then on the other side, there was this like scary villains. Like, okay, why the burn ones? I mean, because I'm pretty sure I might be wrong. I'm pretty sure the burn ones is something that I made up for the live action. And I'm like, why? Why would you think people would like this? This is so freaking scary. I don't like this. Yeah, the burn ones was just so scary. I didn't like that at all. Also, I didn't really like how it kind of. I mean, suddenly in the other world, it's not planets, it's other worlds. I suppose I didn't really mind that, but like the fact that every character had Instagram, like why does everyone have Instagram? And it didn't really seem like Bloom had that much of culture shock because since like a lot of the world wasn't that different, or it wasn't really, she didn't really get culture shock in some ways. Like why shouldn't you explore this more? And I don't know, I don't know. I really like I really like that character. Other than that, I don't know. I felt like it kind of. I felt like by the end of the season, it got way better than the. Well, way better. It got more interesting than the last beginning of the season. Will I watch season 2? I'm not sure. I suppose maybe if it's casted with someone very interesting and cool, or if they have new writers that like seems promising, they'll like turn things around and like make things completely different or better. Anyway, like completely better. Yes, I might say it. As of now, I'm not counting down on days to season 2. Let's say it like that. I'm not counting down on days. Definitely not. No. I think I'm curious. Like it's kind of a weird thing. Like yeah, I didn't really like the Winx, Fate the Winx saga that much, even though I saw the whole thing because I suppose, yeah, as I was talking to some friends, like it was kind of like a car crash. Like it was bad, but I didn't want to walk. I didn't want to. I didn't want to look away because I would say like it was interesting enough. I kind of want to know what happens, but I didn't really. Yeah, it was kind of like I felt like I needed to watch what happens, but I suppose I could just as well just spoil myself and look on Wiki. So I suppose I might do that in season 2. I don't know. I don't know. But also, yeah, also like I have watched different reviews on YouTube, like check out what people think. So you just kind of, I suppose, kind of wanted to see if I'm the only one who didn't like it. Though I'm not. I seem to be a one. I seem to be in majority. A lot of people didn't like it, even though like me, as I said, I'm not a die-hard fan of the comic, but still, as a semi fan of the comic, I still didn't enjoy it that much. Just as its own medium thing, it was just yeah. Uh, uh. So yeah, sadly, I suppose Netflix, you win some, you lose some. You make so much that it's impossible for you to make all the good things. That's not probable at all. So yeah, then up next we have Dairy Girls. Yeah, Dairy Girls. So I actually started watching this I was about to say last year. Sorry, yesterday. So it's also on Netflix. It's Irish, British. I think maybe it's Irish show. Anyway, okay. So anyway, it's comedy set anyway in Ireland, and it's set around these schoolgirls. They're 16, 17. I think maybe they're 16, and they go to this Catholic uh, Catholic all girls school in a way. Though like from the first episode, one of their friend, like it's based around friends group, and one of the friends, her cousin, starts to go to school because he's English, and they were afraid that if he went to the boys' school, he would be beat up because it was English. So he was kind of given no space uh, in um in a girls' school. So it was quite interesting and quite funny. And yeah, so far I'm just 3 episodes in, but yeah, so far I'm very very much enjoying it. So far, actually, also I'm gonna say like so far it's just very comedy focused. It's not like very. It's not really dramatic. It has some dramatic beats in some ways, but mostly it's kind of comedy focused. It's lots of comedy and slight drama now and then. It's like set in Londonderry or Derry, I suppose from name I've guessed that Derry Girls, and it's set around the IRA time when there was a bit of uh arguing about like should Ireland be independent or not. And yeah, that one is definitely a series I would recommend. Very interesting so far. Well, sorry, as I said, I just seen 3 episodes, but the ones I've seen, very enjoying, very enjoyful, enjoyment, very good. Sometimes you can't talk. Yeah. I hope you have a nice weekend, and I suppose might see you soon. I'm not sure if I'll pick up. I suppose I might post another video tomorrow. Not quite sure. Anyway, bye bye for now.